my sister, even the neighbor. I photo neighbor, tell that to my auntie, my sister, even the neighbor. I don't know about she, I don't know about he, I don't know about they. I telling you about me. I don't know about she, I don't know about he, I don't know about they. I telling you about me.
Morning on Youth Voices of Labor, we're talking about the Dominica State College, the premier tertiary educational institution in Dominica. So, Earl, tell me, you went to college?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, tell me about that time.
College was a wonderful time. Getting up early from bench to get the bus to get to Stock Farm. That was the most fun part,
Yeah.
Waking up early.
It wasn't your fellow students. It wasn't learning. It was waking up early.
Yeah, but it was waking up early. But I had some great lecturers at DSC, man. I had some good times, some good company. And the whole experience of just going to college in Dominica is just awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And from when it first started in 2002, the Dominica State College has expanded so much. There's 4 faculties: health sciences, education, arts and sciences, and technology, and such a wide range of majors that you can study. What did you study?
I studied business administration.
Oh, wow, you're the same as me.
Yes.
So we should open a company then.
Why not?
Okay, cool. All right. And this year, our kind and revolutionary government has instituted a policy where tuition is free.
I'm not vexed, but I am disgruntled by that fact,
Why is that? Why are you disgruntled?
So, boy, so long I waiting for that.
But Earl, you can go back to college.
I know.
They even have a major of intro to political science now, so we can study how to be the great politician for the Dominican Labour Party in the future. You can do that.
Well, then anything is possible.
Anything is possible.
With labor.
With labor, yes. So entry requirements, you have to visit the office of the registrar of the Dominica State College, on how to enter, what courses are available. But of course, it must be noted that between September 2018 and September 2019, there's been almost 1,000 more persons enrolled at the Dominica State College. 1,000 more?
That shows you the impact.
Yes.
That the initiative that this government took.
Yes.
To reduce, to take out the tuition. That shows you the impact on the number of students being enrolled right now.
So it gave an opportunity to so many more people, not just the youth, sometimes I see, adults in my classroom, and, you have to admire that because, they're taking the right step to further their education at their age, they're being brave, they don't care, what people think about them, but they know that education is important.
Yes.
Good morning.
Hello, caller. Good morning.
Hello.
Caller, you'll have to call us back, caller.
Yes.
Yes.
And of course, another part of the Dominica State College is to have the service learning, because because it's free of tuition, the Dominican State College. No, there's this program where there's service learning, where students are encouraged to register with a non-profit organization to do good, to go and do community projects. And I think it just makes you a whole person who's involved in your community and in your country. And I think that's even a greater initiative,
Yes.
that comes with free tuition.
And giving back to the community is always great. So working with non-profit organization, NGOs, and so on, you get that sense of belonging, giving back, and it's just it's a vibe.
Yes, it's a vibe. So begin up to my PLEG class this morning. I hope you're locked in and tuned in, and I hope you do your homework. Okay, all right, just because it's Saturday. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from the Roseau North constituency.
Roseau North in the house.
Ooh.
Yes.
Talk to us.
My name is Cornelia Adams.
Mm-hmm.
And
Talk to us, Cornelia. What you have to tell us this morning?
I would like to say that I'm very proud of the Dominica Labour Party for demolishing the fees at the Dominica State College and all the housing programs that's going on.
Yeah.
Our future is safer with Labour.
It is
Of
safer
course
with
it is.
labor. And you can see that now, going to school.
Yes.
Yes. So thank you, Cornelia, for calling us, and big up to yourself. So you are a student at the Dominica State College?
Yes, I am.
Okay, great.
You
So
want-
big up yourself one time, and big up to the Roseau North, and good morning to everyone from Roseau North.
Oh, good morning. Good morning to the Roseau North constituency. Hey.
And thank you for calling.
Thank you for calling.
Yes. Oh, so I remember my college days. They weren't sweet as today. But
Well, I used to how to say it now. Excuse my English, this morning. When you are a customer of eating 2 hot dog, sometimes I had to eat 1 hot dog, and because I had to pay bus to go back up.
Right.
And let me tell you now, the government of Dominica, this Labour Party, are giving the students pocket change,
yes, travel allowance.
travel allowance.
Yes, I never see that they pay in school for you, and they still want you to come to this school, and they paying for you to come to this school.
I tell you,
I think next they might maybe put apartments by the college and just tell you, just stay there for the 2 years, and then just go home after.
With Labour, anything is possible.
Anything is possible,
Anything is possible.
Yes, safer with labor.
But that it just goes to show. Hello,
Good morning.
Good morning.
and how are you calling?
All right.
Okay, where you calling from?
Hollywood.
Calling in the house. Yes, I.
I'd like to dig up my pirate, Miss Lady D.
Yes.
We had some fun the last night and everything went down well. No problem. Everybody enjoyed themselves. I myself, I danced to the fullest.
You dance to the fullest, and you don't call me.
I would like to say good morning to Miss Lady D.
Good morning.
Yes, and I'm wishing her all the best to this Saturday and to my Honorable Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit. I'm wishing you all the best on your day today, you and your family. And good morning to you all in the studio.
Thank you.
Good
morning.
Good morning. Thank you.
Callie Ho in the house. Yes, I.
Yes. So this morning we're gonna have some trivia, Earl. So let's just hold on for the trivia. Hold on, we're gonna win 2 free lunches at the Fort Young Hotel. So hold on for that.
Hospital coming, even airport coming. So never we fought him. I photo labor, tell that to my auntie, my sister, even the dog. I photo labor, tell that.
Hello, caller. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Earl. How are you this morning?
I'm fine, and you? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from London, actually.
Oh, you're calling from
but
London.
if you ask me where I'm calling from in the next couple of weeks, I will tell you a different place.
Oh, that's great. That's
Because I
great.
definitely will be coming down to put the Roosevelt Skerrit and the Dominica Labour Party back in office for another 5 more years.
That's great.
Now,
That's
Earl, I
great.
hear you saying something here that everything is possible with labor.
Yes.
Can I reverse my age, please?
Can you? Wait, there might be a secret portion, you know.
Because the goodies I see happening for you, for young people, man. You know, I getting so jealous, my brother. You know, when I hear young people have free access to tertiary education, the government taking you out from your house, bring you to the college, allow you to have disposable income, educate you, send you to university, get you back here and create the enable environment for you to be able to sustain a brighter future. You don't want me to be young?
But after all, after all,
I mean, you see, and people need to understand the domino effect this is having on people. When before, for example, you have a child coming from, let's say, Cassie Bruce, and your free children, where you have to pay $150 every $450 every month for one child, and you have 3 and 4 children, my brother, to send to Roseau every month.
that's a lot.
Do
of
you
money.
know that if you calculate 450 by 4, my brother, tell me how much money that the parents now have in their pocket.
A lot of money.
This
Yeah.
is more money in your pocket that you can feed your children, my brother.
Oh, yes.
And these are the kind of things I can tell you that the young people are enjoying. You see, the young people these days have their own businesses in Roseau. Unheard of, my brother. Unheard of.
Very true.
Every
Very true.
child has access to education, my boy. You get what I'm saying?
And that is the work.
Every child. You get school books, you get school uniform, you get transport, you get school fees.
And that is the work.
Melissa is now giving a school feeding program, and because she sharing the food hot, and she hot and they vex. My brother, tell them they have a lot of vex to vex. And I can tell the young people of this country, the only party that they can identify themselves with is a party that is young like you, with young people in there.
And that is the
Youthful
Dominican.
leader.
That is the
And
Dominican
that's
Labour
what it is,
Party.
my friend.
Colin, thank you.
No
Thank
other
you.
party but the Dominican Labour Party, my boy. Anyway, I don't want to take too much of your time.
Yes,
I
Colin.
can tell you, Labour is going on a rise.
Of course. Of
And
course.
don't matter how much propaganda they're using to try to bring down the inevitable. You could hear them yesterday on Matt, and the tape will come out very soon. I can tell you that no matter how much they use, they cannot stop reggae, my brother. And we are going all out.
With Labour. Thank you,
All out, my
caller.
brother, for that 21.
Thank you, caller. Yes. Yes.
We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved. Just like the trees that planted by the waters, Labour Party shall not be moved. They could come with propaganda, all their lies and all the slander, try to mislead the people with their hate and all their evil. We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved. Just like the trees that planted by the waters, Labour Party shall not be moved. The best thing that happened to this country is Garrett and the Labour Party. We wanna bring to bankruptcy. Now have a growth in the economy. Got a leader with endless vision, youthfulness and dedication. Suspect that things would be tight. Went to China on the next flight. Cuba and Venezuela, what a brilliant leader. We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved. Just like the trees that planted by the waters, Labour Party shall not be moved. We shall not be moved. We shall not be. Just like the trees that planted by the waters, Labour Party shall not be moved. They could commit propaganda, all their lies and their slander, try to mislead my people with their hate and evil. We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved. Just like the trees that planted by the waters, Labour Party shall not.
Don't forget that we are live on Facebook on the Dominica Labour Party page, on Kyrie FM's page, and on the candidates page this morning, which we are interviewing, and that is Mrs. Shekira Lockhart Hippolyte's Facebook page. So good morning. I hope you're locked in on Facebook Live. What go on?
Carinagos had no respect, exploiting them on the water project. Superiors content used to board to labor to build their seawall. Giro they would have to bucket. Water tank on labor fix it. Whether you teacher, leader, elder, must give credit to labor. You better believe it. We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved. Just like the trees that planted by the waters, Labour Party shall not be moved. We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved. Just like the trees that's planted by the water, Labour Party shall not be moved. Look out for we 5-star hotel, highway to Posse as well, seaport reconstruction, rosary modification. We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved. Just like the trees that planted by the water, Labour Party shall not be moved. Hands up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, it's trivia time. Don't forget the rules for the trivia. You must be between the ages of 18 and 35. And you need to be in the country. You need to be in the country. When I say in the country, I mean you need to be in Dominica. Okay, here goes the trivia. How many new students enrolled at the DSC for the year 2019-2020? How many new students enrolled at the DSC for 2019-2020?
Okay, so callers, we're waiting to hear from you. The prize for this week is a meal for two at the Fort Young Hotel. Okay, so dine on the balcony, dine inside in the AC. But call in. We only have 2 minutes for you to win this prize today. Again, between the ages of 18 and 35. How many new students have enrolled in the Dominica State College for the 2019-2020 academic year?
By the waters, Labour Party shall not be moved. You better know Inshallah, invest in Inshallah, invest in Inshallah. Everybody, hey, raise up something and wave that over your head. Indeed, it is first time in our history. People get medical for free. 18 and under and over 65. You shall never be deprived. Big focus on human resource, people well-being's compass, universal education, scholarship and transportation. What the selfless party would reverse our country? Yeah. We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved. Just like the trees that's planted by the waters, Labour Party shall not be moved. We shall not be.
Good morning, caller. Do you have an answer for us?
1,400.
1,400. You hot. You almost
hot,
red hot.
You hot.
Good morning. Good morning, caller. Do you have an answer for a question?
Good morning.
Yes.
When you say between the ages of 18 and 45, you have adults and senior citizens listening, you know.
I know, and we thank you for calling in and listening this morning, and we really appreciate your support. But we really want to encourage the youth to call and take part in the show, okay?
Yes, I got you, I got you. I know where you're from, but I'm still saying, why, if you
So you know what? If you think you know the answer, tell it to your grandniece, tell it to your daughter, tell it to your granddaughter, and let them call in.
And I suspect you know the answer.
I am not
Yes.
alone. I am in Dominica alone.
Oh.
My grandchildren are in America. So then I have the correct answer. But then you have a certain age group. Okay, I will give the youngsters a break.
Thank you.
They can answer.
Thank you.
Where my Wooty crew there? Why the DJ Tuna? Why the DJ Pockets? Where my palm tree family there? Why is that slip? The thing turn up six up. On the
Yes. 1 more minute for the trivia. And the question again is how many new students enrolled at the DSC for the 2019-2020 academic year? Remember, you must be between the ages of 18 and 35 to call in, and you have to be in Dominica. Number to call is 448-7334. Also, you could hit us up on WhatsApp at 613-0713, 448-7334, and WhatsApp 613-0713. Hello, caller. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. It's 1,300.
Oh,
Boy, you almost hot. Come on, people. Try. All you don't want to go and eat and dine and no lobster and shrimp. All you get. All you then.
Can I give a hint? Can I give a hint now?
Boy, let's give a little hint, okay? Because we have 30 seconds, so let's give a little hint.
It's more than 1,500. That's the hint I'll give. It's more than 1,500.
Yeah.
So come on, callers.
You know,
DJ Six up. On the
Hello, caller. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. 1,964.
Wow.
we have a winner this
Wow.
morning. We have a winner this morning. Good morning. Where you calling from? Rosa Knob, the winners this morning. Good morning. So you leave your name with us off air. Caller, what's your name?
Marilee Adams.
Good morning and congratulations to you. Big up yourself and big up Rosa Knob this morning. Okay, so a lunch for two at Fort Young Hotel. Yes.
Thank you.
You could take me to lunch, you know.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I want to finish the 1, 2, 3.
Yes. We have in the studio with us here this morning Mrs. Shakira Lockhart Hippolyte Roso Soft. Roso Soft.
Rosa Soft in the house.
Rosa
Good
Soft.
morning.
Rosa Soft, good morning. We have your candidate in the house with us right here, Mrs. Shakira Lockhart Hippolyte. Mrs. Hippolyte, how are you this morning?
Good morning. I'm fine. Very fine. Thank you.
Good. Nice. Rosa Soft, we're in the house. Tuned in.
So this part of the show, we get to know our new Dominica Labour Party candidates on a more personal level. So this morning we'll be grilling Mrs. Hippolyte. I hope that's okay with you.
That's no problem at all.
All right, so we're starting right off the bat. You were born in Newtown. Tell me about the community of Newtown back then.
Okay, before I begin, I want to shout out my Rosa South family. The people of Silver Lake, Bath Estate, Kingshill, Newtown, Loubier, Girondale, and Eggleston. Good morning, my family that's listening, my husband, my daughter. I just want to say a very good morning to all of you. I grew up in Newtown.
Okay.
And Newtown is the land of fishermen. A lot of fish. And
We saw.
a lot of fish. And I remember a particular fisherman by the name of Mr. Richie. And when Mr. Richie came out from sea and Mr. Richie cooked that broth, the entire yard was smelling of Mr. Richie broth. Also, Newtown is the mecca of football. When you hear of Newtown, you think of Harlem football. And I think that the people in the community have managed to keep up the sporting events in Newtown. When you hear of Newtown too, you think of bread, bakery. You think of Suki's bread. You think of Reuben. You think of Foxy. And we also had Maggie's bread in Newtown. And when you think of Newtown also, you think of contractors. You know, we have a lot of skilled people in Newtown and in the entire Roseau South constituency. Also, when you think of Newtown, you think of the Thunderbirds Band. The Thunderbirds Band have contributed a lot to the carnival on a national level. So Newtown is an area that is skilled, and we have a lot of lawyers, we have doctors in Newtown, and I think the entire Roseau South constituency is skilled.
Yes, okay, yes. So we can get everything from Roseau South. I can get my doctor, my lawyer, my contractor, one place.
Everything in Newtown.
The broth that hold me.
Yeah.
For a broth.
I don't think anybody can prepare a broth like Mr. Richie, trust me.
Wow. Mr. Richie, I need a broth.
He's so rest in peace,
Yeah.
man.
He's so rest in peace.
So you spoke about Newtown back then. Do you still see the same Newtown today?
Yes, well, I mean, there are a lot of aspects that we want to improve on because I remember growing up as a child when Harlem Bombers was playing, Newtown was empty. And the entire community used to go and look at the game. I remember my mother, I could not go from the start because unless Harlem didn't score a goal, my mother would not leave home. So, I mean, it was nerve-wracking and people was very passionate about their football. I remember if guys missed a goal, they're afraid to come up in the community. And we want to get that back. We want to get back that pride in sports in Newtown in particular. But I think the people of Newtown, they're united. It's a tight-knit community. I remember after a football game, all of us would go up on playing on the Newtown Lapo Cabuit. That's another aspect of Newtown I missed out. The Newtown Lapo Cabuit. So I think Newtown is okay. We just have to improve on certain aspects. But I think the community is moving on to progress.
Okay, great.
Nice. You grew up in a close-knit family, and you were especially close with your grandparents. Tell us a little about that.
Oh, that is true. You know, being the first grandchild, you're almost like a daughter. And my grandparents, I would do everything for them. I mean, they did for me, and I think that in return, I had to do for them. My grandfather would pick me up from school, drop me to school every day, wait in the gardens while I attended the grammar school, and he would sit down there waiting on me. My grandmother was at the library. She was a librarian, and she would bring me to the library during the summer. You know, we had to read books. In our family, I mean, if you didn't read books, something was wrong with you. So you had to do a lot of reading. And if they needed to go to the beach, I was the one to do that. If they needed to go to the hospital, I was the one to do that. If they needed to be dropped to a function, I was the one who dropped them. So I was probably the go-to person in the family. Anything the family needed, I was the one to do it. Anytime we have the Christmas lunch or dinner, I'm the organizer. So you can just call me the family organizer.
Nice, nice. So what important lessons did you learn from your grandparents?
Boy, these people were disciplinarians. You couldn't get away with the late Thomas Baptist and Mrs. Judith Baptist. They instilled a lot of discipline in me, and also they taught me the value of education. My grandfather would sacrifice anything to get a good education for his children and his grandchildren. So I learned discipline and the value of a good education.
Okay, very good.
Nice.
So I'm guessing because of this value of education, you took up a job at the Dominica State College. So you are the bursar at the college. What have you learned, being the bursar, that you will carry on with you in being a candidate and later a parliamentary representative? What you've learned from that job that you're going to carry on?
Okay, I don't only manage the finances of the Dominica State College, but I deal with students on a daily basis. And before tuition or all fees were abolished by the visionary leader, the Honorable Roosevelt Skerritt, I had to see a lot of students. At the beginning of the semester, you had students who had difficulty in paying their fees. You had students who probably could not afford a breakfast in the morning. You had students who could not even pay their passage to get to school. So being the bursar at the Dominica State College taught me to listen. You have to listen to the students. You have to have empathy. And you also had to try to solve their problems. And that is something that I will carry on with me in my political life. Because as a politician, you must listen to your people. You must empathize with them because they come to you with all sorts of issues and problems. And you have to try your best to solve their problems. So, I mean, you must listen, you must have empathy, and you must solve people's problems.
Nice. So, you are a good listener.
Very good listener.
I can see that. So what advice would you give to students who sat the CSEC or the A-levels or the DSC examination and they did not do too well as expected? But what advice would you give?
Okay, what I would say to the students is just a simple advice. Don't ever give up. Because I will tell you a little story. I attended the St. Martin Primary School. I sat common entrance twice and I did not pass. I got an opportunity to attend the Dominica Grammar School. I think at that time we had 6 first forms. And I decided that I was not going to give up. I was going to give it my all. And in life, you get second chances. With globalization nowadays, I mean, it's not just you sit an exam and that's it. We have all sorts of educational opportunities available to us at the moment. So I just want to tell them, do not give up. You must get a second chance in life.
Okay, so good morning. We have a call on the line. Good morning. Where are you calling from?
Yeah, good morning. Morning, boss lady.
Morning. That sounds like somebody I know.
That's your boy, Ghetto.
Ghetto. Morning. What's up, brother?
At Friday night, I telling you, come. I hear my pal on radio, you have to call in.
I know.
Yeah. I want to say to the good morning to radio programming. I mean, that's a good incentive only put in there for the youth, because at the end of the day, we more attract each other, because if a big person on the radio, I mean, we don't really take part sometimes, listen to that and so on. But the mere fact that we get in the message from the youth, I mean, that can put us more active and more in understanding of what happened in the country. But while on the line, they don't give my pal rep a big up and to tell the Roseville sub-constituency that we have a candidate that is not only just a representative, but a family-oriented person, loving, caring, and I mean, there's nothing we can ask for again. So I want to say to Mrs. Sekira, keep the faith, keep the hope. You know already, the people, the supporters with you, the youth with you, and Rososov is a new era, Shakira, always already. We're going full, all the way, all the way with our candidate. And I can I can see the upcoming election, you're going to be our next power rep. And we're not going to have a power rep for the 3 months before election. We're going to say that person, I know you're going to have a power rep for your contract, 5 years, and you're going to give us the 5 years full everything and renew everything in the Rososov constituency. You understand me? Because at least with the couple months here with us, we don't see the progress already.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Put us together. One time come on the radio, you come on the radio, shaking like something. That's what you can about do. That's the kind of vibe you bring in. You know, your people's person, you for the youth, you for the whole. You're inspiring us. You just keep doing what you're doing. I'm not sure if I'm telling you real thing. So thanks and big up CM for giving us that candidate and trusting you with that big constituency you have there. I mean, you're not a robot.
Okay.
You understand that we have over 8,000 registered voters in the constituency. You can never answer the big for your. But I know with that 5 years there, you can answer all problems, all children problems.
Thank you. So big up Rosa Solve one time and bigging up Baffert State one time. And of course, bigging up the candidates one time this morning.
Yes, I.
A new era, we Shakira. A new era, say big up Shakira. A new era. We Shakira, a new era.
Good morning from the overseas line. Good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, my lady. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Yeah, that's Magwada calling.
Magwada
calling and put you in.
Nice to hear you, man.
And let me tell you, my brother talking about your Lord, he tell me I'm not there, but he telling me what happening. And I know you from small, I know all your family, I know everybody. And then and you forget Mr. Bogard, that fisherman there. He's still alive, I think he's 100.
Okay.
Yeah, Mr. Bogard, a tall red skin man by Wood and by the bayside there. Mr. Yu that died. And the man, his name you call there.
Mr. Richie.
Yes. I know everybody. Anyway, Magwada come in and put you in.
Thanks for the support, Magwada. I appreciate it.
Okay.
All right, take care. Tell Mr. Guada hello for me.
Yeah, he listening.
Oh, okay. Good.
Okay.
Blessed day.
Good morning on the local lines.
Hello, good morning.
Where you calling from, caller?
I'm calling from Wallace for those stuff is in the bag.
Yes, I.
So we're getting calls from everywhere in the constituency.
Oh yes. Right now we have a very good representative and we are going all the way with Shakira.
Thank you.
Yes. Take care.
Okay, caller, thank you. Don't forget, guys, the number to call is 448-7334. You can hit us up on... Oh, we got a call on the line. Hello, caller, good morning.
Good evening. Good morning.
Where you calling from?
Good morning to all listeners of Sky. Just want to pick up our candidate and to tell her to hold strong. We are there. We work with her. She is an excellent candidate. We are going for the power to take back our seat, bring it back to Labour, and she's the person who can do it for us. She's proven that she's well on her way to do it. But, her story is a very interesting one. I I've heard it before, but she repeated it this morning in terms of her academics. If she had to look at herself 20 years or so ago, perhaps, she would have given up. But she chose not. She chose to take this opportunity as it presented itself and move on and see what we have today. Excellent candidate. Candidate, take care. We'll see you later tomorrow for sure.
Thank you, Mr. Charles.
On the charity and
Shakira Kid.
Tomorrow we start at 2 o'clock and we end up in Zero. Wow. Look out. Big time.
Big time. Thank you.
Good morning, caller.
Good morning. I Sheko.
Morning. Is that Auntie Gloria?
Yes, it is.
But that is a candidate. She know all her constituents by name, man.
And by their voice.
And by their voice.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not my sick bed listening
I
to
know.
You know it is already. God bless you. And everything you do will work out.
Thank you, Auntie.
We're praying for you.
Appreciate that. Take care.
Shakira, a new era. Say big up Shakira, a new era.
Good
Yep.
morning.
Good morning.
Where you calling from, caller?
I'm calling from Emzol.
It's all in the house.
One thing I want to say, I have a problem. I need to know my PAL rep. I have changed residence. So I'm now in the Rosa South. I need to know my PAL rep, and I've been asking for all the while. So like when you come to Emzol, if you come to Emzol, I will tell you directly who is calling. Okay, my dear?
Okay, Miss Prosper, I know it's you that you're calling.
My goodness.
I know my people, I've been to Emzol several times, but I'll pay you a special visit this afternoon, okay?
We didn't see you.
I don't know how you missed me. Probably the times I came, you were not there, but I will pay you a special visit, Miss Prosper.
Apartment C2.
C2. Okay, so I will come here this afternoon.
I was not expecting that. Have a good day, my dear.
Okay then,
All
take care.
Okay.
Big up Shakira one time already. Big up all Rosa Soft constituency. Yama, new era.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Where you calling from, caller?
Buffet State.
Buffet State in the house.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shakira.
Buffet State red hot.
Red hot, sweetie, you know that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I'd like to say a special good morning to my incoming PAL rep, Shakira Hippolyte Lockhart. Wish me all the best when election come. And I'd like to say good morning to her mom, Debbie. Shakira, you know who this.
Yes.
Morning. Brenton, leave me alone, please. Just tell me, because he and you on the radio show me. Bye.
Thanks for the support, man.
Yes, baby. Bye.
Yes.
Brenton, leave the girl alone.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning. How you all are doing?
Excellent.
Well, I calling straight out of Penville.
Yes.
Out of Penville.
Penville in the house this
Penville.
morning.
Yeah. We supporting PM all the way. We in Penville. Poto. Full red.
Yes, good morning. We red and hot. Because
Hot.
let me tell
All
you,
the way for our PM.
if you're not available, let me tell you, just not in time at all.
We are with Labour. We are married with Labour.
Yes.
Yes. And I bigging up my PM out there too.
Big up
Give him the strength, the courage that he needs. And the good Lord will continue to bless him.
Good.
New era.
Hello, caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
And where you calling from?
Newton.
Newton in the house. Yes.
Newton there, you. If you know who that is, I think you know everybody's voice.
I'm trying to make out the voice. Help me out now.
Help you out is when I say what I have to say, you'll know who that is. Well, I was one of the youth of Newton. And I don't really know you personally. I didn't know you. When I first knew you was when my sister had a bad accident
and you came right to the hospital in the admissions office to look for me and my mom to donate to you. You know what I did?
Why I have done that so many times in the last 7 months. Jalice.
Yes.
How you doing, my girl?
I'm doing good.
Okay. I remember that.
Yes, I was, because I was like, Mommy, who's that lady? And she was like, you don't know that Shakira? She grew up. I was like, no, I don't know. And then when she began to tell me about you, that is when I began to get more into the politics, because I never voted before. That's when my first time voting. And then when I see how you deal with the youth and youth, everybody like here for it, like since this was, everybody.
I know my people,
Yeah, so already you have me some of them. The youth with you, well, I with you, I go in and bring everybody I can bring with you. And
thank you, I appreciate that, Jalice.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yes, so you're hearing about your candidate this morning, Rose O'Sulf. She's helping so many people. Look, she even forgetting who she going to hospital for. Wow. I mean, she going to hospital so often for all her constituents. And you're hearing from your first-time voters, that they want to vote for this candidate. Good morning. Let's hear from you.
Good morning to you guys.
Morning.
Family.
Good morning. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Girardel.
Ooh, Rose O'Sulf in the house.
Yes. I'd like to tell Miss Shakira she have our full support, and we cannot make a mistake and put the other past ballot there again, because we haven't seen much we've done for Girardel. We have our good road. We have to compliment all that, and then so many things are happening in the village. After Marion, we haven't seen him coming to do anything in Girardel. Maybe he coming by to the people, but I haven't seen him in my area until the first phase of my area, St. Elmo Road, started, and that was the only time I saw him in the St. Elmo area. But I am saying to Girardel people, do not make a mistake and put Mr. in power, because we have a good candidate and Miss Shakira Lockhart Hippolyte. So we cannot, no doubt, we already have Miss Lockhart in our area. So I want to say that just last week I registered somebody else, and I'm looking forward to campaigning even more now than before, because every time we cannot make a mistake. Our PM is doing well for us. And for me, every time that man appears on the campaign, I say, oh my God, who else can we put in forward than Honorable Kerry? And all the ministers, you can see they work hard. Even after Maria, we see what happened. We cannot never put those people in power because they're too lazy. I'm sorry to say that, but then I know we have a good candidate and she's working hard, so we have to put our support with Miss Lockhart.
Well, Rose, you have to call a spade a spade.
Say that?
You have to call a spade, and we do not want no missing in action, pal rep.
No. You cannot, but I say that all the time. I keep telling people, even when I walk, I say, how can we put Mr. in power? We haven't seen him doing anything for Girardel. All he's doing is taking photos of what is happening. I've seen him taking photos of the road. I've seen him taking things, but he's getting it. He do like he's not doing the work. He's not doing the work, so we cannot.
We'll teach him a lesson on election day.
I think we should, and I'm looking forward to a big. I think we should get only votes to Girardel. People, Girardel, wake up.
We will wake them up on Sunday when we come here with our motorcade and we have our block meeting.
Tomorrow, God willing.
Yes.
I'll be there in full support.
All right. Thank you for the support.
Thank you very much. And have a blessed day, El.
Thank you.
Good morning, caller. How may I help you? Let's hear where you calling from.
I'm representing Lubia and Newton.
Lubia and Newton, yes.
Yes. I would like to say morning to Shakira.
Good morning.
That's Eliana.
I picked up your voice, Eliana. For Bawa in the house.
Yes. I would just like to say that we have a very good candidate. I could remember times when I used to go to college and I would feel like giving up and I would go to talk to her and she would tell me, I cannot, it's too far now for me to give up. So I'd just like to say thank you and big up one time.
Big up one time. Big up to our RS candidate. But your candidate, you're getting so much love this morning, so much support. You know, I have to say, I didn't want to be biased this morning, but I have to say I'm proud to be part of the Roseau South constituency, and I really want to big you up. And you know, it's not just what I'm telling you on the radio this morning. You're hearing for yourselves, listeners, why we rolling with Labour and why we rolling with the Roseau South candidates. Okay, she's getting calls from everywhere, from Buffet State to Loubier to Newton to Girondin. Everywhere in Roseau South is with Shakira. So you heard it yourselves. You heard it from new voters who are going to vote this election. You heard it from voters who voted already. You know, this is the right choice for you. So you guys, you gotta come out on election day and you gotta vote. You gotta vote for the right choice, because it's safer with Labour, because Labour is our future and our choice. And our choice for Roseau South is Mrs. Shakira Lockhart Hippolyte. Good morning, calling from the overseas line. Good morning. Hello.
Good morning. I have a question for Shakira.
Yes.
Hello?
Yes?
Yes, I heard you mention you're the birth of the Dominican Party, right?
Yes, I am.
Which means you would have done a degree in accounting.
Well, I am doing that.
Okay, so what are your views on an administration being in office for so long? Do you think that the administration will become compromised at one point?
Caller, could you speak up, please, and repeat your question?
Yes, I heard you mention you have a degree in accounting, which means you have done some audit. I would like to know what are your views on an administration being in office for so long? Do you think that they will become compromised after some time?
Well, my answer is simple. If something is good, you don't change it.
Thank you, caller. Thank you, caller. Thank you. So that answer was straight to the point. I think the caller understood. And yes, thank you very much.
I could not have said it better.
Yes. Good morning from the local line.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yes, where you calling from? Good morning, caller. Where you calling from? All right, call drop. You got to call back. Yeah.
But now we have some words, to discuss. So now you sitting here all the time and you're not telling me your pal rep is your pal rep that then now
he's my pal rep, he's my sister, he's my everything.
You're not telling me that. It's now I put in one and one together. But what is this for me now?
I didn't want you to say I taking over the show this morning.
What is this for me
now? But yes, so the candidate this morning is my family and of course is my pal rep for the Roseau South constituency, and I will be voting her this upcoming election. Taking a call. We lost you, so please call back if you're calling from the Roseau South. Pick up yourself. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Where you calling from?
I'm not calling from Roseau South now, but I'm a Porto Labor in Jordan. Yes.
So where you calling from?
I'm calling from Jordan.
Jordan in the house. That's
yes,
a Portsmouth
Jordan in the house,
constituency.
but I have a problem.
Talk to us.
And I have to say it. I have this month given me 4 years since I have 1 foot. And I asked for a tariff, and they started tariff for me since last year. And since last year, they started tariff for me, and after hurricane, they never come back. They put 20 bags of cement on my house, it come hard. And I asked for a tariff.
So you know what, caller? We'll send someone to deal with you later.
Yes,
I see that you got some material, so we'll send someone to help you out later. In Dodan, yes?
Yes, and let me tell you, I call it Ian Douglas phone and they're taking it out.
Yes, okay, caller. So you know what? We'll send your contacts and we'll get somebody to check you. Yes. So good morning, Dodan. Good morning, Dodan in the house. Big up yourself. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hello,
good morning,
good morning.
Edison. Locked in all the way with Shakira, Lockhart, Hippolyte.
Is that Desiree?
Desiree. Bedrock of labor. Bigging you up.
Thank you, Desiree.
Okay.
And tell Auntie hello for me.
I will. Everybody said hello. We are doing a food made here today.
Oh, wow. I will
Love
pass
you
by.
too much, Brenda.
Take care, Brenda. Love
Love
you
you.
too.
Love you, my cousin.
New era, we Shakira. A new era, say big up Shakira. A new era, we Shakira. A new era, we both in Shakira.
A new era with Shakira.
You know, I've heard that song so much time. Sometimes, you know, in the bathroom bathing, and I just new era. And when I shout it, I'm like, what?
Good vibes, man. Good vibes. Yes. So, Mrs. Hippolyte, back to you. Tell us a little more about your sporting days at the Dominica Grammar School.
Okay, at the Dominica Grammar School, I was involved in several sporting activities. I mean, just name the sport and I would play it. I was involved in netball, I was involved in volleyball, I threw the shot put, I threw javelin, but my main sport was athletics. I ran the 100 meters, I ran 200 meters, I ended relay for the Dominica Grammar School. And I remember anytime Shakira is on that track, the entire school would be in an uproar.
Yes, sir.
Because I broke the record, 100 meters record. If you go on Google, you will see that. And I was also, besides sports, I mean, I took part in other academia activities. I was also the head girl of the Dominica Grammar School and received the Victor Archer Award for leadership at my graduation ceremony. So I love sports. That's why I encourage a lot of young people to be involved in sports. As the PAL rep for Roseau South, I'm calling myself PAL rep because that is what it is.
You know, I think last week we said we had to speak it into existence.
Of course,
yeah?
yes.
So we're going to speak it into existence for all our new candidates,
Of
okay?
course, yes, for
and
all
we're going to
of-
call them PAL rep. What? You didn't tell me nothing this morning because I didn't call it honorable, you know.
No, I was letting it sink in, getting in the zone, because it's first time I'm meeting Shakira, so I want to get to know her.
Okay.
So it's honorable Shakira.
So as a person that has always been involved in sports and has a passion for sports, because I mean, I have never played basketball, but I watch basketball. My husband plays basketball. I've never played tennis, but I watch tennis. So I'm very passionate about sports, and I will ensure that the played fields in Roseau South will be graded and that the youth will have an avenue to play their sports.
Okay. But a question. Sorry, my English bad this morning. you said you broke the record in the 100 meter. So you're saying you can still run that fast?
Of course, I can run because I'm already miles away from my opponent.
Back. Oh, bro, it's my bullet this morning.
Button already. You want to win, she. Big up Shakira one time already. Big up all. Wednesday. Yama. New era. We Shakira. A new era. Say big up Shakira.
Yes, this morning.
Miles away.
Miles away. Our candidate playing sports in politics and, of course, in the winning race. So if you want to be in the winning race, if you have to roll with Labour, you have to roll with the Dominican Labour Party. And in Roseau South, you have to roll with the Honourable Shakira Lockhart Hippolyte.
The honorable. Yes. Because we're miles away.
Miles away.
You know that song? More than a million miles away.
So Dr. White serenading us this morning.
Yes.
But we're going to continue the questioning. And you mentioned that you ran for head girl at the Dominica Grammar School. Now, what motivated you to run for head girl, and you know what strategies you had that contributed to your victory? What were your strategies to win head
Well,
girl?
I've always wanted to be a leader and not a follower. And I believe that a lot more young people should come on board and lead as opposed to follow. Now, I'm a person who likes challenges. And at the grammar school, as I said earlier, I got the opportunity to attend. And we had 6 first forms at the time. And remember, by the time I reached to 5th form, or 3rd form it was, we had 5 third forms. You would not find somebody from a 3-5 vying to be head girl of a school. The head girl or head boy of the school would come from a room 1, what you would call the so-called smart students. But I love a challenge, and I decided that I was going to challenge that here because I was a very popular person at school. I mean, as I said earlier, I played sports, so the entire school population knew me. I also debated for the Dominica Grammar School, and I was also part of the choir, and we also had key clubs. So I was very much involved in different activities at my school. And I remember, I can't remember my exact speech, but I gave a speech at assembly, and the entire school population went in an uproar. And I knew even before the voting process started that I'd already won, because I'd already won the hearts of the students. So it's very important as young people for us to get involved in extracurricular activities, because you never know how far that could you could reach in life. And at the grammar school, at my graduation, I received the Victor Archer Award for Leadership. So at that time, the school principal saw that I was a leader. I never thought several years later that I would have been a leader in my own community.
Yes. So we're taking a call this morning. Good morning. Tell us where you're calling from. Good morning.
Hello, good day.
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, good morning. You're on Youth Voices of Labour.
How are you, Shakira? How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Yeah, this is Colin Baptiste, your uncle.
I recognize the voice.
And clearly, you are on the way to a resounding victory. The people are very much impressed with what you are doing. Our focus is on Sunday. We're going to have this historic Shakira Kid calling on all constituents to gather at 2 p.m. You don't serve in the area. And then we move en masse to the great community of Jodel. This is the first of many initiatives that will be taking place as far as it pertains to the Shakira Kid. And I am calling on the people to come and show their continued support to you, the winning candidate. You're no longer the person who is expected to win. You already won. You just have to continue doing our hard work. And as you said, that you're miles and miles and miles and miles away from the non-existent parrot. This is an action parrot. Take care and all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's also big.
So support from all of the Rososoft, support from all of your family. You can really get a sense of oneness, can't you?
I feel in the love.
So
I feel in the love.
we're going to adopt you in Rososoft now?
Well, I'm from Rosso, you know.
Okay, so you know what? We'll just adopt you, okay? Rososoft, you'll be welcome anytime.
I good where I be.
You good where you
I am
be.
safe with Rosa. People, she's safe with Rosa. Okay.
Don't worry, you'll come back and visit us anytime. Good morning.
Yes, good morning. How are you doing?
Good, and you?
Let me big up my leader, Shakira.
Thank you.
The future of the Rosa South is clear with Shakira. A new era of change in the Rosa South with Shakira. Our families are more safe and secured with Shakira. And our young girls, they have nothing to fear with Shakira. Have a good day.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, caller.
Thank you, callers. So it is really safer with Labour, and it is safer with Mrs. Shakira Lockhart Hippolyte. Honorable Lockhart Hippolyte.
I was about to stop you.
Yes, you know, I know, I'm watching earlier, you know, I have to make sure what I say, you know. Honorable Shakira Lockhart Hippolyte. So, in the upcoming election, we're calling on you youth to come out and vote. You know, new voters, you've just turned 18, registered to vote. And just come out. And we're taking another call this morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Where you calling from, caller?
I'm calling from Walhouse.
Wallhouse in the house.
Yes. I just want to say it's indeed a new era with Shakira. I just want to let her know how super proud I am of her. That's my sister, and I know that she'll do good things for the constituency of Roseau South. She has it in her, and she will be great. Okay?
Yes.
The whole family is listening.
Yes.
So just keep on doing what you're doing, Shakira. You're doing a wonderful job.
Thank you, sis.
Yes.
You're welcome.
I'm guessing all the heartwarming calls this morning.
Yes, I feel in the vibes. I suspect after. Hey, somebody in Roseau South, I come in for lunch this afternoon. I feel in the vibes.
You can check Marilyn at my claim have.
Okay.
Once you tell her Shakira send you, trust me,
Okay.
you'll get more than a lunch.
Marilyn, I come in for lunch. Hello, caller, good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Pal Rep Shakira.
Morning.
How are you doing, Pal Rep?
I'm good, thank you.
Well, I pronounced you Pal Rep already, you know.
But I am the pal rep.
Yeah, man, I pronounced you Pal Rep already, you know. And I'm just happy that, you know, that finally Newtown will have proper representation. And I'm saying to you, on your background, your grandfather, Mr. Baptist, on council, and he run for election too. So that's in the blood.
It's in the
An
blood.
election thing in all your blood, your grandfather's side.
That's
So
true.
I just want to give you my blessings. And I just want to tell you in the national anthem, there's none to compare. There's none to compare.
True.
When you talk about Sukuri and you, there's no comparison. So I
None
just
at
want
all.
to tell you, Shakira, I'm going to give you advice. As a politician, an experienced politician, have proper representation for your people. Don't promise nothing that you can't deliver with your people. And love your people and look out for your people. Even though it's a matchstick, they tell you put there for them, put it there for them. Politics is a thing. Once you with your people and you love your people and you're doing what they ask you to do, nobody can take you out when they elect you. So I'm telling you, give them proper representation, and I know you're going to do a good job. You are a bursar at the college. You will deliver a lot of people's children and their problems. So in other words, you know about problems of the poor people, the plight of the poor people. That is what I like about you. I haven't met you. I don't know you. I live in Emsal. I don't know you. I haven't met you, but I know from hearing your speeches and your background, where you come from, I have no doubt you'll get proper representation. And let me tell you something. More and more at the conventions, you get it more fiery with those speeches. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
The best for Newtown people. Have a blessed day.
You too.
I felt that caller. Eh? The guy said, "Finally." You should hear that. Finally.
Like, you know, he's so you know, like when you get in some water after a long, hot, hard day, and you're like, yes, that nice cold water quenching my
Finally.
You know, like, finally. So we're taking another caller before we resume our interview this morning. Good morning, caller.
Hi, good morning.
And where you calling
Hi,
from?
good morning. I'm calling from Harlem City just to big up Shaki. We all the way with Shakira, a new era. Take care. God bless. See you.
See you. God bless.
Yes.
So, yes, we're bigging up ourselves in Roseau South. This morning, we're bigging up our honorable pal rep, you know, Shakira Lockhart Hippolyte. And, you know, we're bigging up ourselves as Labour youths and saying why Labour is our future and our choice. So, we were talking about you running for head girl, and of course you're using those strategies. Are you using the same strategies today that you use when running for head girl?
Well, yes, but the thing is, I cannot disclose my strategies.
I agree. Because you're miles
because
ahead
I'm
of
already
it.
miles away, you
Okay.
know, and I don't want them to come too close to me.
Right. Okay, so we're gonna take another caller this morning. I see the lines going for Roseau South. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, Shakira.
Good
I
morning.
wish you all the best. My support is with you, and we're kicking out the negative and we're bringing in the positive. That's Estate calling, Tammy.
Oh, hi, Tammy.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
God
Thank
bless
you.
you.
Thanks for the
Okay.
support.
All right.
So much support this morning, and of course, we want to thank you, Roseau South, for calling, for picking up yourselves this morning, for doing the right thing and making the right choices. And of course, we will see if you make the right choice this coming election. So if Labour is your choice, because of course it's the safer choice,
the only choice.
The only choice. You know, you've got to come out. You've got to rally. You've got to come to the Shakira-cade on Sunday, starting at 2 p.m. at the Newtown Savannah. Okay, so we red. We hot. We New Era in. We Shakira in. We Shakira-cade. Then good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Shakira.
Morning, Vado.
I'm just calling to support you. I'm Shakira. You know Vado there with you. Okay?
Thank you, Vado.
All right, darling. And you gave the guy the good answer.
So Vado, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
My husband and I together from Time Memorial. If it's good, should I change him?
No.
Okay.
I was excited. I said, I have to call you. But Roseau Central, we're supporting Roseau. No.
But Vado, we taking all the Roseaus, you know. All the Roseaus. Roseau Valley, Roseau North, Roseau Central, Roseau South. That's ours.
Roseau red.
Yeah, so big it up to the Roseaus. You know, so even this candidate is getting support from her fellow constituencies, Vado, Poto. And let me tell you, when if Vado with you nobody against you. When you see those Potos with you, but there is, let me tell you, the Lord with you too, you know, because you get all the prayers from the nice old ladies, you know, grannies, you know, keep praying for me, keep praying for your candidate, keep praying for her. This journey is not an easy journey, you know, but of course it just makes you understand, you know, what great job she's doing already for the constituency and has not yet been voted as a parliamentary representative.
Of course, she voted already.
She voted?
They just don't put the X yet.
Yeah,
But she voted already. What you talking about now?
So you hear that? You have to come out and put your X. Okay.
Hello, caller. Good morning.
Good morning. Labour giving houses, Labour doing roads, Labour giving scholarship. Why change them? It's Labour we voting.
Exactly.
It's Labour we voting.
We diner.
Yes. So the last question we really want to ask this morning, where do you see your youth? Where do you see your youth of the Roseau South in the next 5 years?
Okay, I've never seen the youth in Roseau South so highly motivated this time around. And I believe in the next 5 years, because what I've been able to do is to pull out the so-called bad guys. And I have given them some sort of responsibility, because each and every one of us are important. I mean, we need the ghetto youth, we need the elderly,
we need the boys on the block.
We need every single body on board to ensure that we win the Roseau South seat. And in the next 5 years, I see the youth of the Roseau South constituency doing great things and moving on to higher heights.
Okay.
Nice. You have a pal rep there for everybody.
For everybody, the young, the old, the in between, the middle, but everybody calling me from up to down to all the middle of the constituency.
And she know all their name.
But let me tell you about that. Hey, you ever see that?
I'm sitting here and I'm like, but wait a minute now. Let me see if she know this one. And
good morning. You're calling Youth Voices of Labour.
Sure.
Good, and you?
Yes, I don't know. I had to call. You know, my name is Edgar Hunter.
Yes.
And I work at the college of Shakira Locust.
My good friend, man.
As Director of Student Services.
Yes.
And to know the hundred of students I would bring to her needed assistance to go to college. I mean, Shakira, I have a caring heart, a compassionate person to care about the less fortunate. And I saw that happen in college. And, you know, she was very supportive of the students and student activities. Any activities I would do, Shakira would be in fully support of me. And, you know, I know she can take that kind of caring, that compassion, and that love to the higher level. And I'm so excited that she's a candidate for Roseau South. And I actually say that is a done deal. You know, it's a new era with Shakira. So I just want to congratulate her and big her up. Thank you.
Thank you, Edgar.
So calls from within the RS,
Yes,
calls
sir.
from without the RS. This call was from Roseau North. We had Vado from Roseau Central. But
It's really a new era.
it's really a new era. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Your new voices of labor.
New voice of labor.
Yes.
That voice is coming from the Pebush constituency.
Hey, we in the house, Pebush. Hey.
I just called to lend our support to in the Pebush constituency. We are thinking of you all. We are supportive of you all. We are supporting you. We are supporting Shakira. And we no more in the Pebush constituency. We no more poto. We concrete.
Meredith, we concrete. I like that. I like that.
To call my name.
I had to big you up.
Okay, you guys have a blessed day.
Thank you.
That's
and
it, same to
all
you.
labor rights have a wonderful day. Earl, what time is it going to okay this afternoon? 4?
4 o'clock, yes, 4 o'clock. I don't talk about it yet, but it come in.
Okay, well, we in that.
We in that.
Okay.
Yes. We concrete.
So she's talking about a motorcade
Yes.
today.
Yes, the Pebush constituency alongside the Vickers constituency. That's how we do it, the Pebush and Vickers,
Yes.
because we concrete up there.
Right.
We concrete. We have a big motorcade, and this afternoon we're going up to Wesley. We're going
All
and
the
see-
way to Wesley.
Yes, we're going and meet Mr. Grant up there in Wesley, and we just gonna
Have a good time.
It's gonna be hot, red hot. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. So calling the youths, the young, the old, everybody, be by the roadside, and we just, as we're going up, we're just collecting and we're going up the road.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Also, the Cassie Bruce constituency, they're having a talent explosion today on Glue Flat at 5:30 p.m. So much talent labor has, we have so much events to go to. And of course, tomorrow we have the Shakira Kid in Roseau South starting at 2 p.m. and we assemble at the Newtown Savannah. So before you leave us this morning, Honorable Hippolyte, what are the words you want to leave us with for your constituency? What do you want to tell us, the youth?
I would like to thank the youth for their outpouring support and all their love. I just want to tell them to keep focus. We have one goal, and that one goal is to win the seat officially, and I want them to come out in their large numbers tomorrow for us to we're going to seal the deal. We're going to get my opponent to raise up his white flag tomorrow. So I want the youth to come out and tell them, be determined, be focused, just be focused, and we will get what we want in life. So I just want to thank all the constituents of the Roseau South constituency for their support in this election.
Good, great.
So everyone from Roseau South, big up yourself this morning. Thank you, Honorable Hippolyte, for coming this morning.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Honorable.
Honorable.
Yes,
Okay, you made this show exciting. I hope you callers got to know your Roseau South candidate better. And we want to thank you for tuning in once again to Youth Voices of Labor. Our trivia winner for last week's video will be posted on our Facebook pages, and of course our trivia winner for this week will be posted next week. Tune in, stay locked in every Saturday morning. I think we've turned the time from 8:30, so we're even giving you more time, to get up and drink that coffee and drink that Red Bull on Saturdays. And we want to thank you. Stay locked in. The bush tea. Dr. White told me it's the bush tea. And we want to thank you for listening to Youth Voices of Labor, where youth express our satisfaction and say yes to the Dominica Labour Party, because labor is our future and our choice.
Yes, and so you don't know, we're just signing out right now. Honorable, it was a pleasure having you.
Thank you, and vote Shakira.
And I just got word from my LYU that we join in the Shakira Kid tomorrow. So we'll be at the Shakira Kid tomorrow. Yes. Safer with labor.
What for the shoe? What for the shoe? Don't go and